Good morning and welcome to the city of Colombo, located here in beautiful Sri Lanka. You'll find Colombo on the west coast of the island of Sri Lanka, immediately adjacent to the Indian Ocean. Here in Colombo, you'll find it's by far the largest city in the whole of Sri Lanka, with a population coming in at over 5 million in the overall metropolitan area. Puts it easily the biggest and most built up city in the whole of Sri Lanka. Technically, it's often considered there's two capitals in Sri Lanka. Generally speaking, people consider the nearby Sri Lanka to be the official capital, but for all intensive purposes, Colombo is considered the executive and the judicial capital, while the nearby Kota is considered the legislative capital. But for all intensive purposes, here in Colombo very much is the international heart of Sri Lanka, with the financial institutions and the international trade and all that sort of stuff. It all happens here from Colombo. Anyway, it's my very last day here in Sri Lanka. Had an absolutely amazing 2 weeks, so be sure to check out in the coming weeks and months. There's going to be a plethora of Sri Lanka related content on the channel, whether it's some amazing hikes of places like Little Adams Peak, or taking a safari in the spectacular Udalawi National Park, or many of the spectacular drives throughout the interior of the country, or the spectacular train ride to Ella through the Sri Lankan highlands. Be sure to check out all that content on the channel when it comes out. But anyway, today we're going to be doing a walking tour this morning around the interesting city of Colombo. Very unfortunately, the weather isn't going to be that agreeable today for a walking tour, but I'm going to try my best nonetheless. But yeah, I'm just going to have to make do the best I can, because this is the only day I've got to do the walking tour, so it's now or never. Colombo is also quite heavily militarized city as well. Quite a lot of important buildings and government sites and embassies and that. They have pretty high security around them as well, so I've got to be a little bit discreet with how I film, so I'll have to cut away at times. But yeah, I'll definitely try my best to showcase the best of Colombo that I can, although I won't be using a gimbal or a GoPro or anything to attract attention. But anyway, today we are going to first start by walking over to the Galle Face Green, which is kind of the most iconic part of Colombo, right on the Indian Ocean. You get to see the iconic and historic Galle Face Hotel as well. Then we're going to continue on to the Galle Fort district, which is not like a historical fortified city like in Galle, where you'll see in that walking tour, but it's actually the financial central business district of the city. Here there's plenty of interesting British style colonial buildings, so you'll be sure to check out that. Also, I think I'll see the old Parliament building as well. There'll be plenty of glimpses of the very impressive Lotus building, which I believe is the tallest in Sri Lanka. We'll also continue walking around the fort area of Colombo. We will check out also the Old Dutch Hospital Precinct as well, with some interesting shops. There's some very interesting hotels, very famous hotels here in Colombo as well, so be sure to check out that. Check out the main Colombo railway station and some of the streets around there with their famous markets, so we'll check out that as well. And then we'll conclude by walking back towards Galle Face Green, where there's a very impressive shopping centre. And we'll finish up back around where we started later in the video. So without further ado, what better time now to just sit back, relax, enjoy some of the very interesting buildings and architecture here in Colombo. Pity it's a rainy day, but it is what it is. And nonetheless, I really hope you enjoy it. So for now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching today's walking tour as we've taken a bit of a walk around some of the main sights and sounds of Colombo, which is the largest city in Sri Lanka. Whether it's a very interesting Galle Face Green located adjacent to the Indian Ocean, or the Colombo Port district with plenty of its historical buildings and financial institutions and that sort of stuff. Really hope you have enjoyed it. Really underrated place, Colombo. I think it's often left off the tourist map for people visiting Sri Lanka, but I very well recommend you visit Colombo as well if you're coming to Sri Lanka. Pity the weather hasn't been overly great for filming a walking tour in today's instance, but yeah, be rest assured there's plenty of more walking tours from Asia coming up in coming weeks and months on the channel, which were filmed in much more ideal conditions and with much more appropriate equipment as well, so stay tuned for those. If you have enjoyed this walking tour, I really appreciate it. Give it a like and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss another one. Plenty more walking tours from around Asia coming up on the channel as well. Also including one of the Galle Fort over in Galle, so be sure to check out that one as well. It's quite spectacular. Plenty other content from Sri Lanka itself coming up as well, so be sure to check out that. In the meantime, you can visit my website aussiejetsetter.com.au for some easy navigation to some of my written flight reviews, lounge reviews, aviation news, all that sort of stuff as well. Also visit my socials as well, especially my Instagram account, where you can keep up to date with lots of short form content covering my travels in real time, so be sure to check out that. But until the next one, thank you very much for watching and safe travels wherever that might take you.